Greetings everyone and welcome to Sheep, Dog and Wolf, a three-dimensional platformer featuring all of your classic favorite Looney Tunes characters. Why am I playing this game? I don't know. Anyway, let's begin a new game on file 4 and I'll leave you off to the opening cutscene.
Welcome to the Sheep, Dog, and Wolf Show, or as I like to call it, Who Wants to Be a Sheep Stealer? Listen, bub, all you gotta do is relax and play the game. I gotta use this gig to catapult me to superstardom. Now, the aim of our game is simple: to steal sheep. Go through a series of levels. At each of those levels, you will have to steal a sheep from Sam Sheepdog and put it in the goal. If you succeed, you may proceed to the next challenge, and so on, until you finally steal the entire flock. But, and this is a big but, the sheep must be intact at the end of each level. You'll be disqualified if any of these sheep are missing so much as a thread of wool. Have I made myself perfectly clear? Okay, don't panic. I, as a consummate professional, know how important it is to rehearse. This is your big chance, and you don't want to blow it. Besides, I'm the one who explained this game to you, and if you don't do well, how's that gonna make me look? Not so good, that's how. So go ahead, practice.
And we're back. So welcome to Sheep, Dog and Wolf. We've got some signs here. Attention. Extended use of this game can drive even the most serious people crazy. Is that so? Let's see. I actually do have controls. I do have this. I do have this. I don't have Z. Interesting. Are you sure you want to play this game? Sure. No? Now what? Okay, I didn't know that one. And the last but not least, we warned you to start Crush the White Line. This is scary. You know, I wonder what that truck said. Maybe I can pause frame on that one.
Oh, that didn't work too well. Follow me and I'll explain a few commands. First things first, how to use the camera. I'm right behind you. Just use the camera buttons to move the camera.
Now, fun story. I actually used to play this game once, way back in the day. Back when I was much younger than I was right now, and I actually got stuck at this point in the game. I had no idea how to turn the camera because the arrow keys don't work, the other keys don't work, space key doesn't work, control doesn't work, shift doesn't work, nothing works. I don't know if I was just not smart enough to try every single key on my keyboard, but you're supposed to use the A and S keys on your keyboard in order to move the camera behind you to see Daffy Duck and move on.
Now I'll hide up here. If you want to find me, keep the inside view button pressed down.
I find it really weird how I wasn't able to defeat the tutorial as a child. That's one of the reasons why I'm playing this game, by the way. Just for the sake of nostalgia.
Nice going, bub. These commands will come in handy if you want to look around. If you want to follow me, and who wouldn't, use the jump button and just do what I'm doing.
So, to go over the controls, this is a PC version of the game. And in order to control the character, you use the arrow keys, you use the space key to jump, A and S, as I said, to move the camera, Shift to go third person, Control to sneak around, and you will get to more keys as they come around.
If you want to jump higher, press the button a second time when you are at the highest point of your jump. Works like a charm.
And a double jump, jumping in the air. That is very useful to get around a 3D platformer, trust me.
Might I also suggest you use the jump button to take a flying leap?
Yeah, using the jump button to jump over gaps. Sounds like a plan. Wouldn't want to fall down there. And also, it would have been very terrible if we were under that archway when the rock fell. Actually, now that I think about it, where did the rock fall from anyway? It was an archway. Ow. Game logic, yes.
Hey, how about a little race? You want to know how to win? When you cross the starting line, you'll get a limited amount of time to finish the race. To do this, press steadily on the run button to increase your speed. If you run fast enough, you'll be able to stay suspended in midair for a short period of time. This will come in handy to get over precipices. Fancy word for cliffs.
Yes. So, this is another puzzle that I got stuck on once upon a time. You have to press the Z button on your keyboard, but you have to press it continuously. Just like the duck said, you have to press it many times and continue pressing it. Not holding it, not pressing it once, but continuously pressing it. That's another thing I apparently did not figure out. I think I played this game back when I didn't even understand what English was. So imagine me playing the game and not being very good at playing the tutorial, because I suck at video games. Also, this is a painting, by the way. That is not the path. I failed for that on the first time around. And we're at the finish.
I knew you you could do it, you'll probably be able to challenge Roadrunner later in the game, if you're up for it.
And next up, we've got a tutorial on buttons.
To help you steal sheep from Sam Sheepdog, you will be given several objects. But wait, there's more. You also gotta know how to use objects in the background. To open the gate, the red button has to be pressed. Just jump on the first seesaw, and the big rock will throw you to the other side. Then, jump on the second seesaw to launch the little rock towards the button so that the gate remains open. Confused yet? Me too. Woohoo! 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 Woohoo!
These tutorials are actually surprisingly good. The way they draw the dotted lines. Anyway, this button opens the gate, but when you get off the button, it closes again. That doesn't go for every single button in the game, but it does go for most of them, so in order to keep the button pressed, we need to use the seesaw to flung ourselves over on this side, and then the smaller rock will keep the button pressed. The duck is going to follow us very soon, I think. Or he's down there, because, you know, of course you are.
Listen, if you want to get sheep and make a plan, you have to use your inventory. First, press the Inventory button, which will show you the level's map and the objects available to you. To get an object, you have to order it by opening a letterbox. If you want to know in which letterbox you have to order a specific object, select it in your inventory, and a red circle will appear around the letterbox, which means it's yours. The objects drawn in white are the ones you can find in the level. The colored objects are those you already collected and can use. And if that's not enough, you can also look at the object's user guide for instructions on how to use it. So come on, try out your inventory and order an object from a letterbox. Today! Batteries not included.
Alright, so this game also has a map to, once again, obligatory rocks to stop you from going back. Don't know how they got here, but we'll go with it. So to open the map, you press the F12 button, and then you see stuff. You use the arrow keys up and down to switch between items, or if there's only one, then just one. You press the X button as the action button, and you can go ahead and either help or exit. You can see the help instruction right over here. So this is the rocket. It's very useful to you know, fly around. You use the action button to take off, and then use the Z button to accelerate. There's a gauge that shows how much fuel is left, and there's also a gauge that shows how many times you've touched the scenery, and if you touch too much scenery, you will blow up. So don't do that. You also press the escape button to go backwards. There are also two buttons in between. Don't worry about those right now. We will get to them once we get to that. Anyway, as you see right now, the rocket is drawn in white, and once we press the X button on the mail, the item will fall down. You can pick the rocket up, and now you have the item. You can hold down the Alt button, and you can switch between all of your items, which is useful. One more look at the map. As you can see, the circle indicates where the item is at, the one that you're carrying, and the X button shows our location. Also, the rocket is marked in red now, full color, which means we have it and we can use it. So let's use it. We have it on us now. Press the X button to launch off, and we can hold down the Z button to keep flying. You use the up button to move downwards and the down button to move upwards. Airplane physics. Hopefully I don't hit walls, because that's what happens, and then you fall into the abyss. Let's try that one more time. So just get the item. And let's race towards the finish line. So I don't actually remember what age I was when I played this at first, or what year it was. But I wanted to visit this game just to bring out the nostalgia again. I played this once, I remember the game, but I didn't remember much about it. And I was just thinking that playing this game to warm up would be nice.
Hey, good for you! Don't forget that to finish each level, you must be in the goal with the sheep. In fact, you have to both be in the goal, or the challenge doesn't count. And that would be despicable.
And here is the fabled sheep that we have to get onto our head and then run into the circle. That's it. You can't be like this, or you can't be like this. Alright. I thought you had to carry the sheep. I guess that'll help a bit. Also, there are 17 sheep you have to collect, as the number on the sheep board would tell you. And the number goes down by 1. And we're saving the game.
You'll see the place to which you must bring back the sheep you have stolen. The counter will also indicate the number of sheep you still have to steal. By climbing onto this stand, you can save the game by following the instructions given. If you're exceptionally bright, like yours truly, you'll discover a time clock in each level. Activate it and win a bonus point. Then you can come here and buy stuff, depending on the number of bonus points you've collected, of course. And that's where you can choose levels. All you have to do is activate a door to enter the corresponding level. It's up to you now.
And that was a tutorial. This is the hub world of sorts, if you want to call it that. You cannot use the Z button here, it does not work. You cannot go first person, you cannot control the camera very well. You can control the camera a little bit. Once you get over here, you can control the camera. And you can go first person. But more excitingly, we've got an audience behind me, behind the dock. There are all of your favorite characters. To view the audience, you can go near it. We got the old grandma, the chicken, some mouse, the cat, whatever his name was, the red fur guy, Bugs Bunny is there of course, Roadrunner, second chicken, second grandma as well, because of course. We've got the sheep counter right here, there's nothing you can do here. You can't go behind the curtain, that's for sheep only, we're not a sheep. And you can talk to the duck.
Please, let's give our contestant a little support, huh?
He will be cheering on us and doing lots of exciting movements. But yeah, that'll do for the first episode. We'll just keep this a tutorial and we'll move on to the actual levels in the next episode. Thank you for tuning into this one, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.